You are now tuned into the Day in the Life of Corey podcast, a podcast about dating, entrepreneurship, and much, much more. Here's your host, Corey.
The other aspect is a brand deal, right? Okay. It's like now you said, what is the example of that? The double back. Okay. Now I was like, bro, I go to this company and say, yo, hey, I love your product. You know, it may not even be that, they may not just understand. Sometimes a lot of this time I gotta educate company on the value of what I do, right? Or the value of what we do as influencers. My fight now isn't for me, it's about for everybody else that's making content around my industry and other industries, right? So it's a fight to get them to understand sometimes. So now it's like, I reached out to you when I had 7,000 subscribers. Okay. Now you double back, I got 20.
Right. Now what does it look like now?
I need the affiliate deal and I need the brand deal. The brand deal is the upfront money. I need you to compensate me for the time that goes into it. You had a chance just to give me the money in the back end.
Right.
One of my mentors from one of my partnerships, I spend a lot of time talking to CEOs, right? And I usually go there. I already know I can sell the product, right? If I like it, you know, gotta have some integrity. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So as a company, they got two options, which is first, you know, I can tell you I don't like your product. And you can just say, well, I really don't want this to surface.
Right.
But the good company is going to say, all right, what do you think, Stan? How can we fix it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can we fix this problem now that you have? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where, you know, that's when I know I'm working with a great company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be problems, man. Like, you know, I'm going to run into issues. People are going to run into issues.
You have an example of, you know, of a product that you were using and you think something need to be improved? I'm assuming since you do brand deals with these people.
I walked in the company and told them they can't afford to pay me.
Oh, wow.
Like, I walked in and said, your products are too cheap.
Right, okay.
You can't afford to pay me.
Right.
What's your margin? The more transparent a company can be and the more, a lot of influencers in my industry don't go this deep. But I really care, right? And I want to work with companies that care about the people. First.
Gotcha.
So I walked in the company, like I said, your products are too cheap, you can't afford it. You gotta raise your prices.
Right.
It's you know, it's a marketing tactic to be the cheapest kid on the block, right?
Right.
But bro, you don't gotta be $15 cheaper.
Yeah. So how do they take that when you give them that critique?
They listen. Yeah. I mean, you know, because I'm not doing it from a place of like malice, right? I'm not doing it to really come into the company and say like your company's trash. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if I tell you you gotta raise your prices as a company and you scared about it, but no, bro, you really gotta raise your prices. You know, what you gonna think? Like, damn, we don't even value ourselves, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I've been in that situation. Then companies, you know, even as an influencer, you get to the point where I know a lot about t-shirts. But at the same time, something that I know is like, bro, that's easy. Why you even ask me that question? Like, that's a stupid question, right? There's no such thing as a stupid question, but people may have that opinion of it because I know everything, right? I already know what I'm doing, right? So you think about that, like, bro, they name their products wrong.
Okay.
Like, vinyl is called polyurethane.
Okay. That's the technical term?
That's the technical name of it, right? But now, like, so if you come in and I'm teaching you t-shirts, hey, look for polyurethane, like what the hell is that? It's like on something on the back of the ingredients that I don't know how to read, right? Like, why are you calling it that?
Right. You gotta
that's what it is.
Right.
Well, make it easy to remember.
Right, for the people.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's the technical term, but that's where branding comes in.
Gotcha.
So I've been in the companies and said, hey, you got to fix your branding. Let's come up with a brand name. And I'm not going to call out what company it is, but I changed their brand name. And this is stuff I did before. Instant improvement.
Just like that.
More relatable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then I walked into bad situations where, you know, companies crash because of the influence.
Right.
You know, so, and then
when you say influence, you mean like?
Because of the attention that I brought. Too
much attention.
So now, one company
Like they have shut down.
I can't even find. They probably owe me. I know they owe me money.
Yeah.
You know, and one company I was willing to invest in, but they weren't willing to make some changes that I said they had to make.
So when you say crash, you're saying like they sold so much at the time they couldn't handle the demand.
Right. They couldn't get the product out fast enough. Amazon tore the game up.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So now it's like a small business. You got to be that much better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it went from you got 5 to 7 days to ship a package out. You know, Amazon's doing it once. It's delivering it the next day.
Some places next day, yeah.
So now I tell small companies, bro, you got to be able to ship the package within 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How are they handling that?
Well, one company I can't even find. I feel like, bro, if I could find them and just say, yo, give me the product.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I had the money that they wanted to whatever, to sell it, I would buy it because I believed in the product that much. Right? And I know the importance because I know what I do and how simple it was to get started with that product. So, you know, just thinking about that, now I got to walk to the next company and say, hey, can you handle the demand that I'm about to bring you? Mm-hmm. And it's going to seem arrogant or something like that. So like, bro, you ain't that big or whatever the case is. But, you know, and then I walk into a company and say, yeah, we can handle the volume. We running at like 10% capacity. We're doing X amount of orders a day, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, so I'm like, okay, great. I see the process. I check out what they got going on.
Mm-hmm. So you actually go out to these places and check them out?
Bro, I got to do everything in person.
Right. Okay. So you actually deal directly with a person. It's not email. In this sense, on this level, it's not email.
I mean, you email, right? I can talk about a product through email, but
on your level, at some point, you're going out there to check it out.
If I really want to be impactful,
right,
I got to see. Me, I'm a
so
touch-filled type of person. My mind is going to start spinning.
Right.
All right. So now they say they have 10% capacity, and then I talk about the product, and the shit crashes still. Like now it's like I'm learning as I go. All right. So what I want to see from the companies I work with is like, well, something happened. So what are we going to do about it? You know what I mean?
Right.
What's the immediate fix? I had a company. It broke. This company broke because they couldn't open accounts fast enough.
New accounts.
Couldn't open it. One person. One person doing it, and it's 300 a day, 400.
Wow, just after your influence.
I felt so bad for this lady or this woman. She's so nice.
So it's done.
And I'm just like, I'm in here like, can y'all? I open some accounts. Just show me how to do it. Right. So the company ended up hiring temps.
Okay, I was about to say yeah. So they did get everything together.
I love this company right there.
Right. Okay.
Because tomorrow we gonna hire temps. We gonna get them. Boom, boom, boom. We gonna ramp it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see, because at the end of the day, anything that I say is gonna reflect bad on me if you don't deliver. So you got to be as much invested as I am.
Right.
So you solve that problem, and then you keep diagnosing these problems as things go along. That's where my values to companies come in. But I always tell people, you know, my loyalty lies with the people. So if you ain't doing the people right,
yeah.
I mean, like, I had to call out one of the biggest companies in the industry.
Yeah.
Literally.
How did they go?
I was so mad because people were messaging me now. I didn't tell these people to go buy this product. Right?
They saw you using
I ordered the product myself.
Okay.
It was a mask. One of the biggest t-shirt companies, they made a mask, and it was a product that my industry couldn't make money off of.
Why not?
The quality wasn't there. It was a single layer of a t-shirt cut into mass form. I mean, the fit, the design was great, the fit was great, but the quality of the product was terrible.
Yeah, just flimsy.
You know what I'm saying?
So you couldn't press what you were trying to press on them, assuming?
Yeah, well, you could press on it, but you can only wear it one time.
Oh, okay.
It was like a throwaway mask. And then
right.
I put out a video, and I blasted them because they offended my people, and then the company that they purchased from initially wasn't giving people refunds.
Okay. That was the issue, biggest issue, right?
My loyalty lies with the people. How dare you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these people, and I put myself in their shoes, bro. I started my t-shirt business, my journey with scraping money together from one hustle to another hustle, just trying to find my way, right? Absolutely. So if I tell you, I do this with people who need $300 so their bills hit a little bit less.
Right.
If you scraped up some money on a product, I feel the pain because I was there. Right? So, you think about all this stuff. So I had to call this company out, and eventually I got the people their refund, but I opened up a dialogue with the company. I haven't leaned back on the relationship, but they made it right.
Okay.
That there's a story there. And if you're gonna get into making money off of content and creating content, it's all about telling stories. At the same energy that I take to bash a company, I take the same energy if they do what they supposed to do. I ain't deleting the video.
No, it's uplifting.
No, I'm saying I'm not
deleting it all because you still making money off that.
No, forget the money about the video. I'm not deleting it.
Right.
No, you messed up.
You mean if it's one of the ones that you bashed?
The question is, what are you going to do to make? I can follow this video up.
Gotcha. I see
with a positive output.
Right.
Because this company
leaving the ball in their court.
I care about the people. You just showed me that you care about the people. So they ended up issuing the people refunds.
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
And they said, don't even send the product back. Go donate the product to the local mission or something.
Okay.
So in the conversation with in the conversation with this company, I got to listen to their viewpoint on what it was for, and it wasn't intended necessarily. Now they may have thought it could have been used in this process, but it was just to get mass out fast. It was a single layer mask, something that was made to be disposable.
Right.
Sorry. It was made to be disposable, but the way that they marketed it initially, we felt that, we ordered this mask because we could decorate on it and deliver it to customers. Gotcha. So it was mismarketed. Whether that was their intention initially or not, or they doubled back, whatever it is, they made it right. So I could follow that up, right, with some positive content behind it.
That's what matters.
Definitely. So.
Okay.
What else you got for me, man?
So, man, what would be your advice for somebody that's new? I'm gonna say 100 followers or less. Well, let's say 1,000 or less, and they want to get into affiliate marketing.
Bro, if you're not going to put out content at the bare minimum once a week for the next 5 years, I don't care how bad it gets.
Yeah. I
don't care how much you don't feel like doing it. If you're not willing to put it out for the next 5 years, once a week, don't do it. It's all about the consistency.
Right.
You don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. That's one of my favorite quotes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was asking, but that's great for people that want to get into YouTube. But I was asking somebody with 1,000 followers, they got a niche that they doing or whatever. What's your advice to them to get into affiliate marketing?
My advice would be the first and easiest place to get started is Amazon. Amazon sells everything.
Right.
I don't care. They got something for everything. So I would start there, and I would just start to position myself to go get bigger, more niche companies. Right. So let's say I only want to use T-shirts.
Okay.
Let's say I was a car washer. Okay. Let's say I was a car detailer, right? Because I've been talking to my car detailer. You think car detailing is super simple. If you can wash your body, you can wash your car. You got some soap, some water, scrub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can let the car air dry. Right? Yeah. It's that simple. But, for somebody who cares about that car, I just bought my first car brand new, 4 miles, right? I know I can wash my car.
Right.
But I want to wash it professionally.
It's not going to be at the level they do it. Right.
So I want to know what products you use, bro.
Right.
So the first thing is, like I said, is positioning. So first is how you structure content, right? So, I want you to reassess how you structure your content. Break everything down in the simplest, super simplest form. Today I'm going to teach you how to wash a dashboard.
Okay.
That's an 8-minute video. And be thorough, straight to the point.
Right.
That was my approach. There's other approaches. My approach is straight to the point. I'm not gonna add nothing in this video that don't need to be here.
Right.
I'm not trying to create dead space to hit my time mark. No.
Right.
To wash my dashboard, I use this product.
Okay.
I use, I could also consider this product, and I got an affiliate deal with Amazon. I'm gonna find that product on Amazon. After you sign up through Amazon Associates,
right?
You Google it, Amazon.com/associates. You sign up, link your YouTube channel to it, and remind me to say you gotta hack it a little bit when you start, depending on how big you are. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna grab this product and say I'll use this product. Here's the cloth that I use. You know what I'm saying? Here's the kind of card that I'm doing. Blah blah blah. Make sure you get shoe covers. If you use shoe covers, it's going to be inside the car. Make sure you get XYZ. All the stuff that I can touch in this video to do whatever I'm doing, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to break it down. Tomorrow I'm going to do the seats. Next I'm going to do the floor mats. Next I'm going to do the carpet. then I'm gonna go to the windshield, then I'm gonna go to the outside of the car, etc., etc. You duplicate that, right? You break it down. If I told you to teach me how to wash a car and make a video about it, most people gonna be like, I'm gonna put everything on one video.
Right, absolutely.
Break that thing down. You elongate the content. This is how you get to do it once a week for 5 years. You might be able to make on the car, maybe able to make 10 videos.
More than that, just depending on how far you're going with it. Yeah.
You doing once a week.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 months of content.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Gems, right? But nah, so you elongate the content, you position your product.
All right, Stan, so you spoke on starting on Amazon. So what does one do when they want to get a bigger deal?
All right, so one of the things I tell people when it comes to like these brand deals is you gotta position yourself, right? But more than that, you gotta see like down the line, right? So with that Amazon deal does, or that Amazon affiliate deal, you getting these products and things around it. What that actually does for you is gives you the experience and it gives you a reference tool. So now when I go reach out to a big, let me say chemical company, in case we're talking about the detail business. When I go reach out to this big chemical company, let's say for windshields, it's Windex or Rain-X, right? I have some numbers, I have some videos that I can say, hey, in that message I told you guys to send earlier, hey, I have such and such, I got this many followers, I think your products fit great. I can, here's a reference video of what I can do. You're gonna send your most viewed video.
Okay.
And with that most viewed video, it's gonna give them the idea of like how you can plug in their product. You know, and now it like creates a reel for you to say, and then hopefully they watch that one and they also see on the side that you got like 5 other, videos about different products and different things like that.
Right.
And like I said earlier, all these companies care about is moving product.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get to do exactly what I love to do, the way I want to do it, because at the end of the day, they only care about selling product. Right. It's like a star athlete. I am LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. And you can go from an average person to being an influencer if you know what you know and you can teach what you know. Okay. Right? So when I say I'm LeBron James, you can do, all these athletes, they can do whatever they want as long as you can turn those numbers.
Right.
But the second you do something to hurt the company, right, those athletes in turn, you get caught in some scandal, you get caught doing something that, that is against the company values or causes too much backlash to that company.
Right. They drop
then you kind of like, does your talent outweigh what's going on or not? You know, Rick Ross got dropped from Reebok, or like all of these endorsement deals that end up being lost. Because ultimately, this is what it is. It's an endorsement deal for you, et cetera, et cetera. So that's basically it, man. You send that same message out to those companies. Now you got some reference points. Nobody wants to be first. For you, in the case of like a podcast right now that we're working on here, you should have sponsors. At the beginning of this whole thing, whoever you can plug in to sponsor, it may not be an actual affiliate deal right now, but you can plan them in there. Your friends, people, other businesses, you can barter for them in the beginning. And now as you build your following up, people know, hey, this guy might have a business. He listens to your podcast. Oh man, I love this podcast. I should advertise on that podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's like kind of like positioning your podcast to get sponsors. Everybody wants to get paid, but nobody wants to do the work up front. Right? It's kind of like that type of deal. It's like, I just want to position myself, and that's the best path to start. Because if you got 100 people following you, my channel, my new car detailing channel, and I just go straight to Rain-X or Windex, and I say, yo, I need a deal. They're going to be like, you just want a discount.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, put the work in,
right.
Grind, be consistent, and get it going.
Okay. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. You have any final thoughts?
Hey, man, like I just said, keep grinding, be consistent. You don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. And you can go from being an average person, you know what I'm saying, to being an influencer like this if you put the work in.
Okay. Shout out where where people can find you and everything.
All right, my name is Stan Banks again. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube, Stan Banks, or T-Shirt Side Hustle. And everything we're talking about right now is going to be under the Content Hustlers Academy, which is coming to Instagram and YouTube. The pages are there. Not a lot of content. I'm waiting for my studio to get done. But by the time you guys are watching this, I hope it's done and I'm already producing some content. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we sound like we got a podcast coming up pretty soon, possibly.
Yeah, I got a few ideas, man.
Yeah.
The hustler spirit.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up.
Shameless plug right there, the hustler spirit.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining the show, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Okay. That's the end of this episode of A Day in the Life of Corey. Tune in next week.
Thanks for joining us this week. If you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel at A Day in the Life of Corey, and be sure to tune in next week for our next episode.